and welcome back to the chat with Salvador and Daphne. I would like to first apologize.
We would like to
apologize.
Stop being selfish. Sure, yeah.
Okay. We would like to first apologize for the 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, woman emancipation.
Mama, we would like to first apologize for the 2 weeks that we didn't shoot. It was personal.
We were going through some changes in our lives, so we needed some time for ourselves.
And to have a very beautiful setup.
Yes.
To change our setup.
Yes. It cost a lot of money. But anyway, I don't know.
Anything for our viewers.
Anything, yes. Anytime now.
So, today we are going to have an amazing couple, and we brought this couple because most of you asked
Mwasaba. Every comment, why can't you bring them?
We want to see them. So, we're like Katwanonye by force, and we bring them. Today, Salvador and Daphne have brought the Chamageros. Welcome, Andrew and Linda.
We're my name and special. We're going speed.
Speed. How are you guys?
Me, I'm fine.
Started from this side.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
How are you all? You look beautiful. You look amazing. Patrick, you've chopped weight. What are you doing?
Thank you. Problems.
Yeah, not forget to Linda that cool, man.
Amen.
My beautiful Linda, breathe. Don't worry.
This is the first time
Linda sits before a camera.
Yes.
But just know it, we are very thankful that you accepted. Because Munag. Okay, hijacked her. That's what I would say.
Hijacking
is part of life. But I thank God she accepted at the end of the day.
But good to see you guys, Bambi. Good to see you. Thank you for honoring the invitation and being here.
Oh, yes.
We are so humbled. Linda, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
This is now when you can now start talking. It's okay. Breathe in and out.
Omukazi musirifu nnyo.
Nebalowooza osaaga.
So good work about the chat. I've been watching some couples and it's fun. I think every other Ugandan needs to have this kind of conversation.
Yes.
For purposes of finding lasting solutions to marriage, to relationships. And nurturing of our children. So we are grateful that we are part of this. The bigger picture is the chat needs to inspire you, the couple that is there, so that you can make lasting solutions to your relationship and marriages. So yeah, we're live.
We're live. So I think today the big question on the table is how being a celebrity and Linda not being a celebrity.
No, people get they get it. It's reversed mechanics. Patrick cannot be the Patrick we see if there is no support structure of Daphne at the back. So to me, when they say Chamagero is a celeb, Nzendi muntu wa wansi, Linda is the celeb. Even when you meet her, you can clearly tell that but when you say Chamagero, so I don't have the surprise factor.
Yes.
She has the surprise factor. Oh no, yes, tama magena maso nechi buzecho.
How has being a celebrity and Linda not being a celebrity impacted your relationship together? Like now for you, I think most of us know, everyone knows that you got married to a very God-fearing, very
beautiful black woman.
I'm
not racist.
Yeah. It's just straightforward.
He said they're still asking.
Oh, please ask. Now you see, that's how she speaks. But
But anyway, to Linda, me Linda, Linda, how have you managed? Torina on social media.
By the way,
She's not on social media. How have you managed? Kubanga, today, life without social media, some people can die.
I have WhatsApp.
You have WhatsApp?
And Instagram.
Yeah?
And Instagram.
And Instagram. Facebook, yeah. Was it a personal decision? Over?
Yeah, it was. The time I saw Andrew, then by then, with her girlfriend, yeah, those days. So when I started seeing him, then I saw the network he had. So I decided not to be on Facebook.
To safeguard the relationship or not to get heartbroken?
No, just to safeguard the relationship.
So it was a sacrifice you made?
Yeah.
Is it one that you regret over?
No.
Not at all?
No.
don't people like bring information to you
Yeah,
on
they
like
do.
posts they've
Yeah,
seen?
they do. They take screenshots and they send. Of course, I have friends who are followers, so I see. But at times I know before they send them.
And they try to check with somebody because you know the kind of man he is.
Yeah.
He's the mutu hours.
There are some things maybe that hurt, but to me,
You're used by now.
I know the person I have, so I just forgo.
That one, okay.
Wow.
It's a lesson people should learn. People should learn that they should learn to know the people they have.
I wish you could take your own advice. I wish you could take your own advice. Togere ku chintu ky'essimu. Mr. Chamagero.
I wanted to ask something else. How long have you two been together? Not married, but together.
Minji.
Yeah, like we said last year at our wedding, 10 years now.
10 years. Wow. That's nice.
10 years, yes.
So don't use this to think that I found her when she was still a minor. Mani babiri ku social media but andiko never bala kandabe.
Am I not a victim?
You know.
Boss ali abito.
Katulie ebyo. Katulie ebyo.
So, what means of communication can you say that are best for you two, especially if, for example, Linda has seen something she doesn't like, and you come home? How do you communicate? Like, what's the easiest way of communicating without okuyomba? Like, you don't quarrel, you don't what?
Nekati kutoni jali na yombadde. There are standard operational procedures in our home. When you see something, you don't let it go to another day. So if there is something Linda is not comfortable with, I can judge by the mood. She will frail, she'll greet you, but
you can tell.
You can tell the vibe is low. So when you see the vibe is low, you just raise your antennas, you know, anytime now. Bagenda kubuuza ekintu. And the questioning, it does not come off like implicating wachikoze, like evidence. Like, well, someone sent me this post you posted about something, and well, I think it doesn't resonate with what I would like you to post. I'm not saying you shouldn't post, but I think it's spilling so much, so you need to be sensitive about that. And when she raises that, at times I can say, well, but that's my friend. So she knows who is my friend, and you can't get in my friend zone. And she knows if Chamagwaba yagala omuntu amwagala, you just let him be. So we talk about it. However, the other thing is, if something is really burning, she will leave work and take a border to Serena and say, we need to talk about this. So like it's that blunt. We don't wait for And she'll say, well, this is happening. I'm not comfortable with it. If I'm wrong, please let me know that I'm wrong. But we need to fix this. Like, it just can't go on.
Yeah.
So the truth is, having a honest conversation about everything as and when it arises keeps us in check. So
That's amazing.
you won't find a long post on WhatsApp. No. She will tell you, Mwami, you know me, I'm Pan-African.
But I tell you, there's this thing with men, once they're confronted.
complete on one
Okay.
side. There are times, there are times you can't react there and then, or even if the mood, even somebody sees the mood, you can't react to what has happened, because you first see on the other side of the partner. Is he okay? Will he be okay with it? You also read the moods of his side.
How are you going to attack?
Yes. So if the moods,
Mtaro.
if his
Ndozo,
mood
Ah.
is just there, you just keep it for another
Till when
day.
you see the mood is okay.
Yeah,
Even if it's burning you.
even if it's burning, because there are things that really
Oh,
burn.
Have you had?
Yes, okay.
No way. The timing of this one is the worst.
Mama.
Whoever know you are happy, everything is okay, then you go. Over, ogena take a microphone, ogambe 88.2 Sanyo FM, go raba message.
But I think it goes with the level of confidence, and that, you see, trust is built over time. But trust to be built, even the person they're building trust on the other side, it has to reciprocate. You can't give what you don't have. So I can only be open to you if you're open to me. So if your mode of communication, you choose to send, and I'll tell you this, anyone who sends a ranting via messages, they are candiomas, they are low self-esteem, they have a wreckage in their innermost frame. If you have an issue that is burning,
Speed. You are taking us very fast.
no.
Gandiomas is what?
If you have a burning issue, have a one-on-one with someone.
Yes.
It is that simple. You don't need to say kamwandikire post yenu WhatsApp na yati. Tagenda kutia. Actually, me when I always get such posts of people who are ranting, I tap on it, delete. I don't need to, because that's negative energy.
Exactly right.
That is evidence someone is going to go back when you've messed up somewhere and you read back this message, and it sucks the whole energy out of you. So the best thing to do, call the person. Okay, by the way, I'm not comfortable with this. I don't know how you take it. Maybe where you grew up from it's normal. For me, it's not normal. This around my space, it's not nice. And I move on. Not like when you speak it, I move. Mbamaze. So you don't wait it to pile. You.
Can I defend?
It is not defending.
Can I just defend that notion of it doesn't make sense someone sending you a WhatsApp message about something? Usually it's not a rant. That is number one. We call it a rant. It's not a rant. Second of all, sometimes ng'omuntu bw'omuyiga nga Linda bwe yakugamba, she looks at you and knows when to say something. You can also learn that someone omugamba something face to face before the anger has really calmed down. They are going to twist your words, then they will become angry. You get it? Then probably you say something that you regret later. But ku message, the first message, you write, reread it again. Put yourself in his shoes while he's reading it, and you see if it makes sense.
Let me tell you.
Let me finish. So when you send it, that's when he will know that there is an issue, but he won't know the details. He will prepare himself wherever he is psychologically, not to attack you, but to defend, to tell you the truth or defend himself the way he's supposed to.
Rage, anger, and wrath does not give the subconscious mind and someone's mind to read through and understand and rationalize with what they are writing. It is anger. You are writing, and when you send,
that is what I'm
what you're
trying to
saying,
say, Andy.
what you're trying to say, Mbu, when you send it and he reads it and he prepares himself to come, why do you give him a chance to raise his defensive walls?
No, you know why?
He's going to lie to you then.
You rather come and lie to me after you prepared your lie properly. But lying to my face and I'm seeing you gambling with your words, that is even worse.
That is wrong.
No, it's very
Then,
wrong.
And
on
you know,
top of
Patrick,
that,
where the
on
problem-
top of that, you say rage.
Yeah.
Number one, if I have found a problem,
Yes.
I'm not going to text you right now. I will have to internalize it myself. Get angry with myself. Calm down.
Why do you allow
Calm
yourself?
down.
Here's the thing. First, wait.
Then I can approach you.
Okay,
If I
here's
approach
the
you with
thing.
my anger, I'll say things I don't want to say.
First, listen.
Patrick.
Where the problem comes is
One movie director.
that one. I'll be honest with you.
So everything at
Chamagero, you will send me a message. Hi. I say what's up. Ogambe gwe. Last night twatch kozechi.
Twachikubye.
Akole movie. You understand? She connects dots in her head. At dotting as connecting abulungi. Once that movie is already, the script has been written.
By her.
No matter what you do,
You can't change it.
you understand?
Yes.
No matter what you do, you can never change it.
Oh yeah.
You
because
understand?
she's convinced by the dots.
By the dots she has put together. Or
That is
together.
wrong, yeah.
So no matter your explanation, it will just be bouncing. Kwa, ngeita voice. So that's where the biggest problem is.
Yes, yes.
And unfortunately, it happens at a time. It's very unfortunate because you can be here chilling. Yeah, you are okay. Everything's nice.
Ngagata.
Yeah.
Uragata ye.
Kumbe, then you go. Before you go, you live happy. You're a happy man. You will okay.
Roundabout.
Titi. Okuchekinga. Ochitegera. Like you said, no.
It's
So
rage.
it's when you read that message, regardless, you see, for you when you write, you have your own
Perception.
Yes. Of how I'm going to perceive it.
Yes.
Me when I read,
It is different.
it is different.
Thank you.
You understand?
Yes. So
So that's where the problem is. Communication
Is key.
is very, very key.
Yeah.
Even if you quarrel in that room, of
It's
yours,
okay.
It's okay. At the end of the day, as long as you calm down, you find out each other's problem, you agree, and you move on. Now, when you leave it, as you're writing that message,
Actually,
movie is scripty.
it is very okay for you to have a heated conversation in the bedroom, and you leave home when your tempers have not calmed down, but you've talked about it.
Yes.
And when you reach the other side of work, you say, by the way, baby, but I love you. And you just go on and do your other work. But when you've opened it up, I can't dispute the fact that some people, the only way they can express themselves and their anger is through writing. But it can't be edited. These words have a digital footprint. Omuntu asayo nagamba kansigaze messages zino. And one day, ojja kukola ekintu agambe, but you see, kyenkoze okiraba? What did you write here this day? What had I done? So it becomes a tool someone is going to use against you all the
Reference.
time.
It's better to have that tool. WhatsApp, sending messages is also good.
Naye mwekwanira ku WhatsApp,
Ngo-
kyenyiza
Ah.
kakolaga kyekino.
Olina omuntu nga yeegaana. Kati
Teri
WhatsApp-
muntu agenda kukkiriza
Kukkiriza straight up.
Abadde weeganye
You see, the most
wakikkiriza wala.
definitely see, even if you keep those messages, somebody can give you a proper lie. Nga olaba nawe kituufu naye ng'olaba bakulimba naye ng'olaba kituufu. You see as if it's true, but you know it's not true when it's a real lie, but you have the message with you. But talking on our side, if I ever write a message and write it to Andrew, send it to Andrew, I know him. What he will do?
You call.
No. He will come home. He doesn't give you any attention. He makes sure he passes you so that he doesn't give you the time to express that anger you have. He comes prepared, like you say, and he just goes to bed. So that he doesn't give you that time to say, now what? Now you see this message, now what? Even if it's true.
that.
He can just go to his bedroom. He can even lock you up so that you don't come in the bedroom to talk about those things.
Yes.
so that day can pass. At least you can talk about it any other time. But when you don't have that anger.
When the anger
So,
has come down.
Because I don't know what I'm dealing with.
But I tell
Nyinza
you,
okuda ne bankasukira amasafuriya
so if you have the idea of writing, I don't have the idea of writing, but I keep thinking about it. I keep thinking about what happened. I always console myself, telling myself, I pray my husband is okay.
That's all.
At times I want to call, at times I don't want to call. But if lunchtime comes, I call and see if they will pick my call. If I did a
That's something grows.
I see if they'll pick my call. So if they pick my call, I hear the sound of, the feedback, the voice. So, but the fact that he has picked, it calms me down. That's all. So I don't know what he be thinking or what, but the fact that he picks the call, it makes me okay.
Now, you see, I think where the trajectory goes, me, I'm rational. She's emotional, sensational, because she's a woman anyway. So, if there is anything that has come before us, and I can judge that the fact that she said that she talked about this today morning, chances are she still has anger. Now, me, I don't want to deal with the anger because I'm a happy person. So what I do, I block that. I'm dealing with lots of things. I have so many meetings to deal with. So that day I block it. I sleep. So when I wake up tomorrow, I go, good morning, good morning. I wake up, I play my Bafana song. My spirits are up. I'm like, so this thing yesterday you sent me about, what was it about? I'm going to work. I'm like, no, we can, what do you want to achieve? I need to know that. What is the motive? So once I get to know what the motive is, I'm like, okay. But from my anger, actually, I didn't do something bad because I did this because this was happening, maybe you perceived it wrongly. And that takes me to what you said, definitely. You alluded to a statement that, and when he comes back, he's going to lie before me and he's going to twist the words. Now, that is the biggest thing I try to avoid in my relationship, her playing the victim. The moment you play the victim, I'm a man. A man's ego is going to be the moment it's challenged, it starts to get inactive, like it gets into combat. So the moment you start to play the victim, what the hell is going on? So start to put you in your place. I'm like, I've done everything within my power to make sure that you're fine, and all you can see are this and this. Now I'm taking you on because you played the victim. How about we just flip it on the other side and we just do reverse mechanics? Yeah. We just reverse mechanics. You come, you say, Mr. Chamagero, you did this and this and this and this. Now, there is no powerful statement like someone telling you things that are painful when they're doing it at a laissez-faire tone and mode. Because it goes deep.
Olabai, Chamagero, thank you for bringing this up. Me, my biggest issue is timing. Daphne will never know that I am going through
a rough patch.
Very rough patch.
Yes. They never know.
Because I'm here, I'm laughing, I'm smiling, things are going on well.
But it's straight at the back.
But deep down, let me tell you, June was one of my hardest months.
Wow.
When I got that job. It was terrible.
I know.
The attack I had.
Public opinion.
All around, I don't get drained by social media.
Yes.
But that time,
what is
I said, people don't like me.
People,
you understand?
Yeah, people.
The only solace I had was my family.
Now you come to your family.
I come to home, I'll check in the simu yangi. I'll send a message. Scripty.
Agasi.
I'm dealing with the pressure from people and who don't care about me. Now even the small person who cares about me is also adding pressure.
Oh yeah.
Now, please. There is no better time
than
You could have checked my phone.
I know.
There's no worst time you could have checked my phone.
This is not right.
Watch the one day comes down. You wait for me to. Oh, yo.
You see, there are things I know for all my entire life I've been with my beautiful wife here. She has checked my phone on request. Can I get your phone? I need to get this number. I need to call someone. And when she does this, like, I know she has my phone. The moment you start to feel that you must check the phone, I will tell you what happens. We who deal with the public, someone is going to send me a message and is going to tell me, hi, I say hi. Are you sure? She's like, yeah, by the way, you looked good. And she will send you that very picture of yours and you're like, hey, baby, I will one corner.
That's script
and you put your emojis of like, ha, 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 ha. Like, so where are you? No, I'm still at work. Now, my job entails that I should be friendly. Now, you on your side, you look at it like there is more that has been going on than this. Now, when I come to you and you say these messages I saw, it's my job to be this free with the people. And on your side, you see, there are two ways, Daphne. Me as Andrew Chamagero, I have learned when to explain and when to abscond from explaining. Because I can tell the magnitude of information I'm going to give, it's going to be information overload. So she won't process it, she won't understand it. So I'm going to move on. And I will let that be. Like, I'll make peace with it. Message because I know how valuable the other person is in my business world. So I can explain that. I move. This rapport we have, and I think this is the biggest thing, how I wish we had academies where wives and spouses of public figures could go and be taught on how to handle this pressure.
But at times they are true. Though
I didn't say.
Listen, though, how many passwords do you have in your phone?
5.
That already shows that I don't like somebody. No, first listen. That already shows that my phone is my phone. So the fact that you have 5 passwords, it means you keep your information, private.
I did in
so
information.
I would not want to know. So the fact that you have 5, I don't want to know, because you put a password on this, you put a really, why would I? I have only one password.
No.
So if I have only one password, it means it's okay, you can see my phone. But if you have more than 2 passwords, my dear,
okay,
it means
yes. Have your phone
and at times those messages, you have passwords, you have left your phone there, and someone sends you a message, and I'm seated right here. So
I will see it.
Really?
You'll see it.
Hey.
Somebody sends you a message and tells you,
Hey.
You're here, but at the same time, you're telling me you're showering, you're leaving.
Hey.
What do you expect me to think?
You
understand? Aba got a script.
Definitely. What do you want us to think? If it happens the same thing to you, if a gentleman sends me a message and tells me, remember, I'm taking a shower, I'm all making up and wearing the makeup and
perfume
I'm leaving you home. Ka message ukalabye. I know you will keep it and you don't say a thing and you let me go. But you're doing the same thing. Be a movie ojimazeyo.
I think my biggest issue is the script writing. Once that script sticks in the head, no matter the explanation you give,
thank you.
It's never going to work. For example, our latest fight. Our latest fight, that is when Omwana yali mudwaliro. Life was not.
Bambi, yeah. It was a turbulent time.
As a man, Olaba, you've just survived June.
I know.
As you're transitioning July.
Again.
Yeah. I was like, have I done something wrong to God? So, there's a time you want to talk to somebody, but you can't.
Yeah.
Then omuntu wajja, and you have the opportunity.
Yes.
And then you pour your heart out.
Yes.
No yogera. And then you relax.
Yes.
No coming down.
Yeah.
Na ye. Because the message kubanga namugamba soma message ozikoleki ozimaleyo what ategeera asikira ne don't get a section
asomemu
yayagala akolaki otegeera omuntu teyagamba nakugamba bambi yali afayo kuki ku mwana kubanga message eri where are you, I'm here, what time are you coming, curfew time, you can't make it. Then after some time, how is the boy?
Ono yagata.
Yasoma what time are you coming?
Yarabo oli ali mudwaliro sebo oli eno bakubuuza.
Ekokumubuuza, yete yabuuza nako how did she know about the boy?
Of course you guys communicate at times.
No. Nganga zili baka to baka omuntu osobola okutwala mu lodge and you start pouring your heart. Mukafi. Not aliko kwogera ku mwana wo mulwadde in the lodge.
Patrick, okay. For that case, it was about the baby. But if it was any other time, you don't remember those things.
Which things?
You can equally tell that person, man, Linda did this, now the baby is sick, or we have some issues at home, and baby ajakugamba, mkwano, bichi, you will follow.
The last thing I can ever do is to talk to another woman about my wife.
Your wife. That is
the biggest disrespect you can ever have.
I think where the problem is, why people write scripts in their minds, in their bewildered minds, it's the insecurity. When someone starts to write a script, nagata, it comes off as I am not sure I'm in charge of this. Once you're not secure, once you feel the sense of insecurity, that's how you're going to react, because it's natural. You start to protect your space. You're like, who is that trying to get into my space? But I've found a formula for that, for insecurity. It's reassurance. I think the onus is on us to always reassure our partners how much we treasure them, how much we love them, how nothing can sway us off the feet for any other thing apart from them, and to keep them at the focal point, irregardless of what happens and all. You take a moment and you say, by the Mukwana, I love you so much. And she always looks at me and says, now that's banange.
But you also know that we also have fights.
Everyone has.
Everyone has
People
fights.
might think we don't have fights.
Everyone has fights.
What was our last fight about?
Do I even remember?
It is a week now.
You have forgotten.
But if anybody listens to this conversation, you will equally judge who was in wrong. It was something simple on my side. It might have been big on his side, of course. But should I tell the story? You're telling the story.
I'm telling a story.
No, you will. Let me tell them the story. The story was Sunday morning, last Sunday. He knows very well that I'm contesting for a post.
Counselor.
I left home, made breakfast, and I told him I'll come back later in the evening. He called me at 5. No, for something.
Evening.
I told him, I actually told him, I'm going to work with the people who are giving out masks, government masks. So if you're moving door to door, you don't expect me to come back at noon. By the time I looked on my phone, it was already 4 something. So I went home. I first had lunch. I told him, he called me and I told him, I'm coming. I'm leaving at exactly 5. Yeah. But it even clocked 5 something, he called me again. Where are you?
Who doesn't know that I love time?
But the reason why he was calling me, because he had not had lunch, really.
You had not had lunch?
Because he had not had lunch.
Like,
That's why.
Which lunch exactly?
Like having lunch. Like I didn't make him lunch.
No, I'm just asking because if we food, why?
This is what this.
And that made him, and he has been annoyed the whole week because I didn't make him lunch on Sunday. Really?
This is.
Yet you had to cook for yourself, Han.
You know. This was the problem. When my wife told me that she was going to canvass for votes on ground, I called my friend Mercy and I said, Mercy, I need to make a reservation. On Sunday, around this time, I'm going to come with my muchala and we have some meal. So Mercy says, please confirm before 5. So I'm like, oh, muchala, when okay, 5, Jakuba Maze. So me, I had it as a surprise on my side. I said, I'm actually not going to eat. Kaninde muchala je. We get in the car. We go. We have our. The idea of that food. I wanted to talk to her that okay, now this path you've chosen, it's going to be a little tough, but you're with me. And so Mercy is calling me on the other side. Chamagera, are you coming? I'm like, so I'm calling. How far? Enjale numa nindo na je. So for her, she's saying, now when she told me I'm like, oh God, okay. Or just sawa meka. Nti 5. May love time. Nezukona kumnemne da chikabiri. Otu sewa. Nti I said I'm coming. And by 5:15 Mercy calls and says, I'm very sorry I have to close. Maybe some other time. Then I said, why? Again, I'm going to na load cancer. Nange nemkubira yaya nemgo why? Bandit. So, and the whole call was around one thing. That I assumed it would be easier for her on the ground. That she's not going to take as much time as anticipated. So I said, because it's her first day on the trail, I'm going to take her for a meal and we'll talk about this. Little did I know that we told Olivia, how many villages?
No, it's 1.
One village. All those are ones. Cutting on the cemetery. Me, I'm not a politician. So when she came back, as she was entering the gate, Yaya was delivering.
So that indicated that was already pissed, you know?
Because I had anticipated that she would get done in time. And she didn't get done in time. The surprise the other side was. So me, I was messed up in my head.
So why did you keep it for that long also?
Surprise was the issue.
No.
Surprise was the issue.
No.
Did you talk about it?
We didn't.
We don't talk about it.
Yes.
We just let that go.
Let it go.
This is what happens with me. If I'm pissed about something and it doesn't make sense to me, I can keep quiet for even 2 weeks. When I'm not talking about it, I just
until it makes sense.
Until when it makes sense.
It won't make sense to him.
Actually, it doesn't even make sense.
Wears off. You just
just wear off.
That's being selfish. That is being selfish.
It's
forever until when he thinks he's okay to talk to you. Even if you talk to him, he won't respond.
Linda,
like I zone it out. I don't talk about it.
That is selfish of you, because if it doesn't make sense to you and it makes sense to her, and you think because it doesn't make sense to you, you don't need to talk about it, then you're not considering her feelings. You need to consider that she's
You see, considering the feelings is one, and the timing is another.
So for you,
timing is also important.
This is someone who has been on the ground canvassing for votes. She has been frustrated in one or the other. And here you come and you say, okay, now let's talk about it. First of all, you're agitated, you're messed up on the other side, and she's equally agitated, equally...
Why do you think for me?
Then why do you think for me too?
I've
I've
not
At the end of the day,
it comes back to communication.
Comes
Yes.
back to communication.
Yeah.
And the first link you had when you say it, don't let something
Pile up.
Pile up.
Yes.
spill over to the next.
Yeah.
So I think that was where the weakness came in.
Yes.
And that's why it took that long. You
Yeah.
let it go to the next day. And once it goes to the next day, it can even go on for a year.
It wasn't me anyway.
10 years.
Even
my
the 10
friend.
years.
Yes, 10 years.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I think it's very, very important
So,
to communicate.
Me, I think what couples need to work out a lot, or work about a lot. We need to work a lot on reassurance. And our wives, our beautiful wives, need to always empathize with us. The same way we empathize with them. It doesn't mean because my wife is very beautiful and it is Mrs. Chamagero, guys are not going to hit on her. Guys are going to hit on her
Even more, to
prove to me that by the way,
Yeah.
Just like any other.
There's a time I said this. Every time someone gets married, they become more on market. They are more on market for people because they
Chichicho
people.
yisao, madam.
Nze nkukulira mazima.
Ayisiza wakalamba.
Sawa kalamba.
Ne namba tujagiteeka kusukira olubanza.
No, when you watch that happens, it happens because people want to prove a point.
Yes,
outside them.
but you see, again, all this goes back to one thing. If something is hinged on godly principles, nothing can break. Let me tell you, you can be as beautiful as exposed, because natural and sapiosexual. So if you are within that lane, however good you are, you can't take me away from Linda. Because people don't marry because of beauty. People don't marry because of the brains. If you can look at your wife and you say, when she's 50, I will still see the goodness in her, then you go ahead and you marry. And if this person can plug into that, that's the way to go. So you can slay, you can be brilliant, you can be what? But this decision of, let me tell you how I make my decisions of marriage, by the way. Our introduction, I woke up at night and I tapped her and I said, do you have any event on this day at your father's home? No. And I said, that day to be in Nakuchiara. And I went back to sleep.
No mulekanga.
And in the morning she said, and in the morning Nambuza. Yambuza. No. Nabadde sirota. Tugenda kukyala.
Are you serious?
And she didn't believe it. The same thing happened with our wedding. I said the introduction is on this day. Then I was along Naguru police. I called her and I said, and our wedding date is this. She said, Mwami wange. I said, Nzija waka, I switched off. Like, that's how I make my decisions. Like, we are not... We are...
You do that to my child. I think you're
No, it's a eureka moment.
Talking.
It's a eureka moment. So when men take a moment and they do reality therapy, and they say, this Linda at this age will be this age will be this age. Okay, now let me just do this, because my mind, my body and soul are packed to this. You go ahead and you do it. But if you look at your wife, what happens when women at the age of 50, they have a lot of clout among our friends and families. When they speak, they have spoken, and you're growing older. Will she still have that respect? Will she still pray with you? And it takes minutes, hours, when the wife is not. So may I look at my wife when I grow old? Will I still get the same attention? Will I get the same treatment? However, for you to get that treatment, the investment is now. So that's why I make sure that when we have any incumbency that gets in the way, I try either tactfully to skip it and engage it later, or engage it head on and I move. So that even when I grow old, those are wives we find and they say yebase. Because the wife understood this man by far.
Yes.
So the only way that can happen, even now, the only way that can happen is when the men invest now. So for the men, I'll tell you this. the way you ought to be treated when you're 60 and above is the way you treat your wife today. Because the funny thing is, your children are watching.
Yeah.
So if you mistreat your wife, when you grow old, your kids will give you a present. And you know, in Africa, the presents kids give their parents when they grow old, they all have one common thing. So they take away your wife. So you stay alone. I don't want to stay alone. So I have to stay in shape with the vision I want to achieve as a family head. And she has to plug into that. Mandela needs to do the same. Zaza will do the same. Simba will do the same. That we stay on the course of that.
So basically, Simba is in the process. Listen, unfortunately, we have run out of time.
Let me tell you made us keep quiet. Like I have never kept quiet this much on this show. Like today.
We'd like to say thank you so much to our
DOP,
DOP Shadrach. YSA, big up on yourself. Angel, Angel is the welfare manager for the show.
For me, my call to action to all the couples watching this, it's not for you just to watch and you laugh about what we have talked about, and you take time and use these conversations as a yardstick to your relationship. Have honest conversations with your partners.
Yes.
You didn't know that me and Linda we fight, but you see her tone of even fighting at times is,
it's like you're fighting alone.
But I try to understand that and get into that. So relationships, couples, if you cannot have a honest conversation with your partner, run.
And lastly,
oh dear.
I'm just advising all the women and actually the men, please pray for your wives. And the wives, please pray for your husbands. Please pray for each other. That will keep you. That will keep you together.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And I want to just send shouts out to everyone at Pastor Gembe's church. I promised I would say hi to all of you, the girls there, Florence, Christine, I don't know other names. But thank you for watching, thank you for loving us, and everyone else. Now, next week, stay tuned.
Abakanga. Adios.
Adios.
I don't know why. Introducing a show, Muzungu na Gigala Muzungu. We need to balance.